And then Jesus, after he died upon the cross, he was taken down from the tree. He was placed in a tomb that was provided for his body. And we should remember that Jesus was 100% medically dead. If you recall, just before he went to the tomb, they had pierced his side with a spear, and blood and water had come out. And they had done this when they were going to the criminals that were on his left and right. They had come to break their legs to speed up the process. If your legs are broken, you can't push up on the nails to grab your breath, and it would have killed them much quicker. But when they came to Jesus, he was already dead. And if that was the end of the story, then you and I are some sorry individuals, for there is no hope without the resurrection. And that's what Paul gets to now if you look at verses 30 to 32. And you might underline those first two words of verse 30. It says, "But God raised him from the dead. He was seen for many days by those who came up with him from Galilee to Jerusalem, who are his witnesses to the people. And we declare to you glad tidings, that promise which was made to the fathers." It says, "But God raised him from the dead." What a statement. What a historical fact. What an incredible blessing that Jesus did not stay dead, that his body did not see decay, and that he had victory over death. And the resurrection of Jesus is what seals the deal. His resurrection says, "Death cannot hold me. I have authority over death." We should ask ourselves, well, what is it that causes us to be dead in the first place? You go back to Genesis. It's sin that causes any one person to die. And our Lord Jesus had no sin. And so death could not hold him. He conquered our greatest foe and simply said, as you and I come into a relationship with Jesus, when someone accepts what Jesus did on their behalf, the victory that Jesus had over death becomes our victory as well. Both in this world with a resurrected spirit that we are given, a new life that we're given in the Spirit, and also on into eternity as we have victory. So remember that Jesus was not seen on just one occasion after his resurrection. Multiple times by different people was he seen. He was seen in the garden by the women. He was seen as he walked on the road to Emmaus. He had conversation with people. At one point, he appeared to over 500 people, we're told, at one time in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. He also ate with others. And so there is a ton of evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ.